it is all about the art of movement as Cirque du Soleil presents OVO at Joe Louis Arena. It tells the story of a colorful ecosystem with more than 50 performers in the role of insects. But things change when a mysterious egg appears. Joining us now is OVO publicist Nicholas Chabot. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thanks for inviting me.
That looks spectacular. First of all, let's talk about what OVO is. What is this all about?
It's a day in the life of a colony of insects, as you just said. It's actually the story of a peaceful colony of insects. And one day there's this funky strangers, and we like to call him the stranger coming from New York. You know that is different from everyone else.
Okay.
And he's a blue fly. He arrives with his big egg on his back. Everyone's wondering who he is and what he's doing. And he falls in love with the ladybug of the colony of insects. And he has to prove the other member of the colony that he deserves her love.
Oh, nice. And just looking at that, I mean, any Cirque du Soleil production looks incredible to put on. What does it take to put something on like this?
A lot of work. We have 9 circus acts that are really, really strong acrobatically. So to put all that together in the storyline we have is a lot of work. So it's probably 6 months of work, both on paper in the studios and work in the headquarters in Montreal. We've worked also for 6 weeks in an arena in Louisiana to put all of this together. And we've been touring with this new version of the show for since April now.
Oh, that's great. All right, so we've got to talk about these beautiful costumes. Tell us about them.
Yeah, so the show is about insects. So they found ways to recreate like the insects in the show. And all these costumes are handmade in our studio in Montreal. It takes about 75 hours per costume. So here we have our flea costumes. We have a scarab. And we have a cricket right here. And
the cricket, look at that.
Yeah, and they have, like, I don't have them this morning, but they have huge legs behind them that really made them look like crickets. And the big challenge with the costume at Cirque du Soleil is that they have to look good on stage, but they also have to be really safe because they jump and they crawl everywhere and they do a lot of like strong acrobatics acts, so they really have to be safe and comfortable for the artists. So there's a lot of work behind that.
Yeah, I was going to say, even just touching them, they're really thin and soft. Obviously, they have to be, you know, something they can move around in very easily.
Yeah, they do, and it has to be like super practical for the artist. Like here's a really good example. It's the cricket shoes, which is a trampolinist.
Okay.
And this one is like Nathan's shoes, and he likes to train with these like trampoline shoes.
Oh, okay.
And then
we've got some Asics inside here.
Yeah, exactly. And then it just recover it, so they make sure the artist it feels comfortable, but it looks super cool.
But it looks like this on the outside.
Yeah.
And so, is this something really that would be great for families to go see together?
It's a family show. It's a very colorful show with an easy storyline to follow, different layers of humor, both for kids and adults. So it's a really good activity for the family, for a date as well.
And for people who want to check it out, where is the show traveling?
So we were last week in Grand Rapids, this week in Detroit at the Joe Louis Arena, and then we're moving to Kansas City next week. So 1 city per week.
Oh wow, so
we
you
never
are
stop.
busy. And what kind of reactions are you getting from people who are checking out the show?
A lot of laugh because it's a very funny show, and that's actually something I like to do. I've seen the show so many times that now I like to watch at the audience watching the show.
I'm sure it's very different, to be inside the audience there.
Yeah, and it's so refreshing to see like all these people laughing and being on the tip of their chairs and like wondering, are they really going to do that? And yes, they're going to do that and succeed.
Well, thank you so much. Really nice to meet you. Thank you for doing this. And we'll have more information on the shows on our website, WXYZ.com. We will send it over to Chris right now. Hey, Chris.